everybody. Welcome to Tournamental, the podcast where we battle characters that you create. I'm Chris Nash.
I'm Cameron Hart.
Oh, and I'm Jay Jameson.
Sorry, I put a cookie in my mouth. Since this is the first podcast, and nobody has sent anything in, and also you don't know who we are, we're just going to create some characters right now, and you can listen and enjoy.
That's right, the game is called Tournamental. It is a tournament of sorts, and as the name would imply, it is also mental, where we battle 16 different crazy characters, or if you will, mental characters, in a tournament. And they are positioned against each other in different scenarios, and only one will win.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Coleman's Horse College.
Coleman's Horse College, where horses go to get an education.
Did you hear any of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So do horses?
We're off to a roaring
Wait,
start.
are horses also the professors? Do horses
Some of them
teach
are.
other horses? Okay.
Yeah, horses teach horses in education. What do you think college is?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, do they...
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
I have a lot of questions about that,
Coleman's
but
Horse
maybe
College,
we should...
where horses go to get an education.
Wait, was that you before?
No.
Are
do
you
a good
the
impression.
spokesperson for Coleman Horse College?
No,
Also,
no,
did
no.
you say...
No. No,
Okay.
no, you got me all wrong.
How does one get to be a horse professor?
Gotta go to horse college.
But you don't
Step
have to
number
be a
one.
horse, is that right?
It helps.
It helps?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. There's a lot of hay-themed classes and what have you. It helps.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and start, Nash.
Okay, my first character is called Horatio Sanz.
Okay.
The
You may
actor,
know him
performer.
from Saturday Night Live.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yes, he's an actor.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
Go ahead.
Okay, how about I go? And how about we go with, this time, a sexy fish. Just a real sexy fish, some lipstick.
Ooh, I like that fish. For my first character, I'm going to go with Frogger from the video game Frogger.
I'm going to go with one of my new friends that I met last weekend, Dick Van Dyke. However,
Oh.
as you may assume, it is a transsexual who drives around in a van.
So it actually has nothing to do with Dick Van Dyke. It's just a coincidental name.
Correct. I think it may be an alias.
All right. So, Jay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
And not to pigeonhole myself too much, but how about a slutty octopus?
Noticing a thing.
Yeah.
That's those are I can really see a connection there. All right. For my next one, I'll go the actual Wolf of Wall Street. It's like a legitimate real wolf that works on Wall Street.
I'm going to choose the character Spider-Man. He's a man comprised completely of spiders. 5 different spiders.
He's built of 5 different spiders?
Yeah, 5
Oh my
spiders.
gosh, what a nightmare.
Yeah. He is illiterate.
Why is he illiterate?
Never
Spiders
went to
count.
college.
Yes, he never went. Yeah, okay.
Okay, how about a first G iPod? It's the worst G. The first G. Oh, and it's got, it's loaded full of tracks, Halloween tracks, like scary music and screaming sound effects and like doors creaking and stuff. I
So
don't
I
know.
can hold like, 50 songs or something like that, and they're all spooky music.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool. Mine is...
Well, not really music, but yeah, sound effects.
Right,
Anyway.
sound effects, sorry. Mine is the top hat from Monopoly. The little tin top hat, except he's full size.
I'm going to go with Cap and Highliner from the fish sticks box.
Oh, yes.
Okay, great. Okay. Hitler Slug. So he's Hitler, but he's in the body of a slug. That's silly, right?
Hitler Slug.
He doesn't command a lot of authority, but yeah.
Cool. I'm going to go Bert from Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
He's the taller banana-shaped one, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the one I'm thinking of then.
Let's go with Bobble-Head Michelle Obama.
Okay.
Can she talk and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
right? How about like a sentient, animated, or not animated, but, can move and stuff tetherball, pole, and ball, and string.
Wow, that's
And
like
can spin around in circles. And go, whee! Yeah.
Wow, the mechanics of his day-to-day life are just baffling to me. I don't know how that could possibly work.
Yeah, that'd be
But
tough.
we'll probably find out, so that's good. I'm going to go with Nash's skunk mum. It's Nash's,
What does that mean?
What is that now?
Your mum, but she's a skunk.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, yeah.
She's fully a skunk.
Totally. Can she speak and all that kind of stuff, or no?
Yeah, I think she could speak.
Okay.
Okay.
Tyrannosaurus Pecs.
Oh, I like that one.
I think you all know what to expect from him.
How did he do any push-ups to get those pecs? Such tiny arms.
It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult.
How about, Frankenstein painful boner, making you really angry?
Okay.
Wow.
Can I change that to agony boner?
No, he doesn't have a boner because he's in agony. He's got a boner that's causing him agony.
Yeah, it just hurts too bad.
Okay.
Ouch! He keeps saying, ouch, I'm Frankenstein.
Are we at 16 yet?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, sorry, I put down 32 here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I need to get rid of one.
I feel like
I'm gonna get rid of this slutty octopus because it's at the bottom of the list.
Slutty octopus is
Yeah,
gone?
okay.
Yeah,
right.
then the
A little
rest,
repetitive.
we're good to go. My next suggestion was only gonna be 50 Shades of Great, so it's fine. Fine that never happened.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure what that means.
No. Okay, so now we need some questions. For anyone listening at home, questions are the battles by which we decide who is going to advance to the next round. They don't necessarily need to be fights. They can be absolutely anything, as you will see right now.
All right, who would you rather run an organized crime mafia with?
All right, who would you rather have a body switch with for 1 month?
Body switch for 1 month?
Yeah, so you're in theirs, they're in yours, and, whatever they do after 1 month, that may come back to haunt your life, vice versa.
Okay, so it's not just that you have to be them for a month, it's that they're you and you have to live with those consequences once things change back?
Yeah, you'd have to take both into account.
Oof, that sounds rough.
Okay, so you are a Somalian pirate, and this person is your first mate, and you have to, try to do some piracy on the high seas.
That seems very similar to running a crime mafia.
To what?
Running a crime mafia, the first question.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that's true. Okay. I was,
Or who would win in a fight in a pirate ship?
yeah, okay, why not?
All right. Okay, who would you rather have to beat up a small boy with?
I don't know, that's also kind of bordering on the crime mafia thing. Because isn't that...
Okay, let's see. You and both of these contestants have gone to a schoolyard and beat up a small boy. Who would be better in Jeopardy?
What?
Who would win at Jeopardy?
Yeah, that's correct. After beating up a small boy.
After having beaten up a boy?
Yes.
Yeah, all right,
okay.
I guess, sure. Yeah, why not? Sounds good.
It happens, man.
Is that 4? Is that all we need?
Yep. Shall we let the tournament begin?
We shall.
The first question is, who would you rather run an organized crime mafia with? Horatio Sanz or a first-generation iPod filled with spooky Halloween sound effects?
Now, I know next...
I feel like that would maybe, set the tone for your your ominous meeting room, perhaps.
I know pretty much nothing about Horatio Sanz, I think is the thing. Who's Horatio Sanz?
Okay, Horatio Sanz is a chubby Saturday Night Live comedian from, I think, the early 2000s. He was in the movie Boat Trip, which did not do well.
I do remember that movie.
He was kind of like a background character a lot, sort of like an extra. He never really commanded a stage, as far as I recall.
Yeah,
I feel like
he might make, a wonderful mafia flunky, but I don't think you want him on the same level as you.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't want.
I just looked him up on IMDb, as I encourage other audience members who also don't know who this guy is to do. And I don't. I guess would he be an underboss? I guess you're running it. You're like kind of co-running it. So.
Yeah.
He would make a great lackey for sure. Nice lackey, but I wouldn't want him on my level.
Yeah, you'd have to rely on him for a lot. Although that iPod filled with spooky sounds isn't good for a whole lot. I mean, it's the first gen. I don't even think they had any games on it or anything.
Oh, yeah.
No, and you definitely couldn't load more music on there because it would just be out of date with all of your software and iTunes and stuff. Forget about it.
And if you did want to listen to it, I mean, you'd have to plug it into speakers or headphones. It would kind of only be for you, right? You couldn't. Nobody else could really hear it unless you had an apparatus set up.
Well, I figure I could probably set up some pretty big speakers, but I just don't know how.
Oh yeah.
How effective? Do you think that would be an effective, organizational tool?
I think it would be the worst. I was all over the iPod until I realized I have an iPhone in my pocket, which is 1,000 times better.
It's so
and
true.
Now I think I'm leaning towards Horatio.
Well, he is a human being, and so he does lend himself a little bit more to being a leader of other humans.
Judging from the slightest possibility that he could be of any assistance whatsoever to any degree, I think he beats the iPod full of spooky sound effects.
Yeah, also, given the fact that someone's going to get shot, I would rather it not be me.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm right. I'm okay with Horatio.
All right, as am I.
He's the better man.
Sure. Okay, same question. Who would you rather run an organized crime mafia with? Tyrannosaurus Pecs or a sexy fish?
I feel like they're both pretty cut out for the role.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a lot about this sexy fish. What kind of fish are we talking about?
Oh, just the sexiest. Lipstick and the eyeliner and stuff, the whole nine yards.
So whatever kind of fish I can imagine, is it a marlin? Is it a carp?
Marlin. I know all the names of fish, and then I can picture different fish in my mind. I can't pair the two up. So I don't know what fish is what
marlin
fish.
Is the one with the really long pointer on the end of their nose, and they weigh 800 pounds.
Don't worry about it. You're gonna... No, it's gonna confuse me. Forget about. Yeah, I don't want the characteristics of a marlin described to me. I'm not. It's kind of it's maybe like 1.5 feet long, and has kind of like a sexy demeanor.
Can it survive in the air, or do I keep it in a tank?
That smoky look in her eye.
Oh my gosh.
It's in a tank.
It's in a tank.
It's in a tank.
So it's in a tank. You gotta cart this thing around all over the place.
I don't know. Where are you going?
Well, I might go to the
mafia
store.
things.
Okay. Well, she can't come with you to the store. That's
no, hang on. So is this like a full-size Tyrannosaurus Rex with pecs? Like 30 feet tall or whatever, how big Tyrannosaurus Rexes were?
Yeah, this is a full-fledged T-Rex. He's got a fedora already, so he may or may not fit in better because of that. But yeah, full T-Rex, very, very muscular pectorals.
Wow. Well, that'd certainly be intimidating. More intimidating than a fish in a bowl. I do feel like the Tyrannosaurus would have the balance of power between the two of us. Like if I was trying to order people around, they'd probably go to T-Rex to okay it because he's quite a bit more imposing than me. Whereas it might be the other way around with the fish.
I guess that's true.
Now, am I to assume that this fish is not necessarily in a bowl? It could perhaps be in a tank or a bag as well.
Oh yeah, you could bring it around with you in a bag, like a pitcher maybe, like a vase, like a clear vase, or if you will,
okay. Well,
vase.
Given all of this new information,
yeah.
T-Rex in a landslide.
Yes, absolutely T-Rex.
Yeah,
100%.
As alluring as that fish is, and that fish, don't get me wrong, boys, she's alluring.
Yeah.
I never once considered voting for her, not once. So let's move on.
All right.
Sorry, yeah.
What,
I was.
Same question. Mafia, sentient tether ball with string and a pole versus the top hat from Monopoly.
Ooh. That top hat, he is an entrepreneur. He...
No, he doesn't. No, he's not. He just sits there. He sits there until you move him to the next square.
Man, have you ever played the computerized version of Monopoly? He does little flips along the board.
Oh, that is nice.
Front
okay,
flips.
So it can do little flips?
Yeah, that's how he gets around. He does front flips.
If I put him on my head, can I do flips?
Well, I had pictured him being as big as sitting on like an actual deed of property, like a full-sized, like life-size for whatever reason. So I had pictured him as being like half as tall as you, and it wouldn't fit in your head. But maybe I could be persuaded otherwise.
Are you implying that I've never worn a 3-foot hat before?
I guess I'm sorry. I didn't know that was one of your things that you do.
Yeah. Let's be real. Let's be real here.
All right.
All right.
The only thing about that tetherball pole is it might invite, I don't know, it might incite like some kind of violence, you know? Because who doesn't want to hit a tetherball pole? But if you hit a mob boss, you're in trouble, you know? So things could just...
Whenever I've been within, the radius of a tetherball that's in action, I inevitably get smashed in the face. I feel like that would absolutely happen all the time while I was trying to do important mob stuff.
Yeah, I think I would use it.
Tetherball is hard.
I think he would be my enforcer, quite frankly.
You'd send him to go beat people up?
Well, yeah, you said it's sentient, right? So can he just kind of swing the ball whenever he wants?
Yeah, and with great precision.
Oh, jackpot. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
He's got my vote. What about you, gentlemen?
Well, that hat is going to make some pretty savvy business decisions.
Yeah? I'm not
convinced, Cameron.
If we're on the same page with this crazy hat.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about any hat. This hat buys and sells land day by day. He does it. He bankrupts other people hour after hour.
Isn't he just the
I was
vessel
under the impression
by which you buy and sell land?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Aren't you characters and stuff in this game? Why would they make them different? Why wouldn't it just be a little plastic peg?
Yeah,
I don't know. I always envisioned Monopoly being a collection of household objects, buying and selling property. Little iron, tiny horse, cannon, all these things.
I never thought of it that way.
Buying and selling stuff.
If you say that this top hat can buy and sell land as well as do flips, then definitely that's the case.
I kind of thought that's how Monopoly worked.
It's your character. If that's the case, then I think it would get my vote.
Sweet.
It gets my vote.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, Monopoly top hat goes to the next
majority.
round. We should definitely clarify, just for Cameron's peace of mind, that is not how Monopoly works. Just so you are aware.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monopoly is, you're not supposed to project yourself onto your little...
No, those things are symbols.
No.
They're really just placeholders.
Mm-hmm. It's why, a train could be the same size as, say, a hat and that sort of thing.
I guess, why didn't they use colored pegs like in Sorry if that was the case, You just think about that.
We'll never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, same question. Organized crime. The actual Wolf of Wall Street. So he is a Canis lupus, from what I understand, an actual wolf.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, very nice.
Versus,
nice use of the Latin term.
I do know a thing or two. I did go to Wolf College, after all. Versus Captain Highliner himself.
That guy does make some good fish sticks.
He does.
Yeah, but then again, the Wolf of Wall Street. If you're, that close to high area of high finance in the economic system, you could really, get some money.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Thank
People
you.
in Wall Street do tend to get money.
Yeah. Plus, he's a wolf, right? Like, that's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I feel like this character is everything you want him to be.
Yeah, I guess he would be. I might have the same problem with him as I did the T-Rex, I guess, in that he might, inherit the balance of power. But tell me about Kevin Highliner. Is it Highlighter?
Highliner with an N.
Highliner. Okay.
He's a captain who I think he goes fishing and retrieves fish sticks, and then he sells them to you.
So he catches fish sticks out of the ocean somehow?
Yes.
Huh, okay. I don't feel like he's got a lot of...
Yeah, he's known for casting a very high line, is how he got his name.
Okay. I feel like he has
What's his relationship to Captain Crunch?
His relationship to Captain Crunch, they are bitter rivals.
I think he's got one up on Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
In that he's not a complete idiot.
Have you ever gone fishing for Crunch and retrieved it and expect it to still be crunchy out of the water? Not happening.
That's so true.
He pulls it off somehow. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to vote for Captain Highliner.
Yeah, he seems to have zero qualifications, and as Jay said, the wolf really does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, most
Heck
definitely.
of a wolf.
All right, actual wolf. Moving on. Same question. The frog from Frogger versus Frankenstein's monster with an agony boner.
I don't feel like Frogger brings a whole lot to the table in this case. I mean, he is both literally and figuratively slippery, so he would get out a lot of jams, but he has no capability of, if we were trying to evade the cops in like a traffic jam, he would do well, but I don't think I would.
The only thing I think he's capable of is avoiding getting hit by cars, and most people can already do that, and he doesn't even do that with a 100% success rate.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The cars get him eventually.
He has a much worse success rate than most people. Like, I've never gotten hit by a car.
Yeah.
And he gets hit by cars all the time.
That's true. And I've actually seen you dive into traffic before, so I was going to accuse you of not doing that, but yeah,
I'm trying to get hit by cars. You have a much higher
success rate than him. Yeah, okay. Well, then, that's true. He's got a real trial and error system going with the whole avoiding traffic's not really going his way.
But do you want a giant monster with an angry erection?
That's very true. And like, we're going to be running this thing ideally for a long time to make money, and is he gonna have that agonizing boner the entire time?
Oh man, can you imagine if he like bumped into a table with it or something? That would just set him off.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. But I assume he's docile when he does not have an erection. Is that correct?
No, the thing is, he has it all the time, and it's always. But I mean, how crazy would your organization look, right? Like, just how much more intimidating would you be than the other syndicates in town? Like, oh, this is run by a guy, like,
just a guy,
a 20-something-year-old, and then Frankenstein with a huge boner, Like the other.
So true.
If the other syndicates don't understand you, they'll probably respect you.
Yeah, I think people are known for respecting what they don't understand.
Yeah. So totally.
Well, yeah, Frogger, of course, is the worst, right? We can agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Get him out of there.
Yeah. Okay. We have a Hitler Slug versus...
Weird.
Dick Van Dyke.
Weird.
Ooh.
Oh.
Who
do you guys
like? Jay, you just texted me twice and said that you were still podcasting. So I assumed that was to the wrong person.
I texted you twice?
It came
That's
twice.
weird.
So, you're probably going to want to resend that.
I only did it once, and I meant to do it to a different person. I apologize.
Paying more attention to the nuts right now. Maybe you should...
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Anyway, so we've got Frogger versus Frankenstein.
No! Okay.
I know. Hitler Slug versus some kind of a bowl of flour.
No, a transsexual
I know that last
monster.
one wasn't right.
Transsexual monster who rides around in a van.
Right,
Why is she a monster? She a monster?
Well, not a monster like how Frankenstein was a monster. A monster in the sense that they're a real sex offender.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that this was a sex-offending transsexual. That's bad news.
Quite.
Although the other one is Hitler. So neither are good.
And a pretty terrible variation of Hitler.
Yeah,
too.
Hitler Slug, yeah.
At least, all you really have is his mind, and that's evil and corrupt.
Yeah.
He's not much more to you than that. So,
and
not sure if that's a real win.
According to recent articles that I've read, he was not nearly the tactician that he was made out to be.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, apparently he was kind of a combination of right place, right time, and some excellent public speaking skills that he would practice quite fervently in the mirror a lot. So, yeah, maybe not as exceptional leader as history might lend you to believe.
So he basically just was a man with a lot of charisma, and as this Slug, I take it he has zero charisma.
Well, it'd certainly be hard to convince people of his charisma, yes.
I bet Hitler was the loneliest kid at camp, eh?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Mein Kampf? I didn't put my back into that one. There's probably a better way.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm leaning toward Dick Van Dyke. If you guys have any questions about him or her, I can answer them, but I think it's much better than a Nazi Slug.
Yeah. Does he trip over the ottoman like the actual Dick Van Dyke would?
Yeah, he is pretty clumsy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right,
I'm more comfortable with that. I think that I am basically going with any option that's not Hitler. I feel like that's pretty safe decision-making skills there, regardless of who the other person is.
But you can picture him, right, with that little mustache and stuff. It's just funny, kind of funny.
Yeah, adorable as he is. Yeah, I'm going with whatever option is the most transvestite. So, Dick Van Dyke for me.
Good call.
That's funny how we both arrived at that decision in different ways.
Go figure,
Mm-hmm. The beauty of Tournamental.
Okay. Nash's skunk mom versus the illiterate Spider-Man. So the man made of 5 spiders.
Ooh. Well, I'm confused about how he is composed of only 5 spiders.
Okay, he is 5 feet tall, 5 feet even, and his torso is a spider, and his arms and legs are each a spider as well. He has no face.
So they're huge spiders.
Yeah, they're very large.
Nash, how would your mom be at running a crime syndicate?
The absolute worst. She'd be really good if they could, if they enjoyed cooking and cleaning, being very lovely, and if they had devotionals each day, then it would be pretty spot on. If they didn't have those things, though, not great.
Now, what if she was a skunk? Would that inform her decision making at all?
Well,
would you have more devotionals?
Skunks. I don't know if they would have more or less devotionals. I think skunks emit their scent when they're scared. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
She would probably be scared most of the time because she's watching her baby boy run a crime syndicate, and it would be pretty terrible.
I don't think I'm going to vote for her.
No, I don't think I am either.
Right, and this Spider-Man, he has 5 bums, right? So he can probably emit 5 times the webs if you need lots of webs.
Ooh. I forgot about the webs.
Make me a web hammock.
He could for sure.
That would be the first order of business.
Immediately relaxing.
Yeah, quite a syndicate you're running, man.
Yeah.
All right, so our final matchup of this question is: who would you rather run an organized crime mafia with, Bobble-Head Michelle Obama or Bert?
Ooh.
Bert's a big wiener loser, and Michelle Obama is at least smart. She's well educated, and I feel like she would, whip everybody into shape because she's so focused on fitness and everything.
Now, her being a bobblehead, does that mean like regular human sized, or is she a small bobblehead doll?
I'm very glad you asked. She is the regular height of Michelle Obama, plus the platform that her legs are glued to. However, she is on a Segway, and she can lean to and fro.
Oh.
It seems like she's extremely top-heavy, though.
Yeah.
Like, is she just going to fall off the Segway all the time?
Well, I mean, she's been like this her whole life, so she kind of has mastery over her giant head.
Well, that is no small feat. I've been on a Segway once, and it's all about weight distribution. It seems like a bobblehead would really not lend itself to proper weight distribution. But
if she knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
well, she knows what she's doing, but Segways are still fairly new to this world, so she would, probably have to spend some time getting used to it, right?
So, sorry, who was the other one?
Bert. I don't feel like he is much without Ernie, quite frankly.
I wish I could remember anything about him other than the fact that he was a big wiener. Terrible, terrible wiener.
I feel like he's not cool. He has trouble counting and stuff. He's confused by the world, always trying to figure it out. Figure it out.
He can't even count? He can't count?
I don't know. I don't think any of them can count on that show. I think that's pretty much the whole show.
I believe the Count can count.
Oh, okay.
It's just the
Count can count.
Well, yeah, exactly. He's the shining light in that department. But I feel like he wouldn't have the acumen to really be of any use to me.
Is Michelle Obama still the first lady? Like, it's going to be tough to run a crime syndicate with the first lady involved, It seems like Secret Service might have something to say about that.
Yeah, she's definitely the first lady.
I don't know. I think that might be an advantage in some way. If you have any access to the power of the presidency, then frickin' dang, sign me up,
Are you suggesting that Bert does not?
It's an assumption. I haven't watched Sesame Street in a while. I don't know what they've gotten up to.
He is still a 3-foot-tall plush toy, as far as I know. So he might not be the best.
Still has that big dumb orange nose? That big dumb orange nose and everything?
Yeah, if it's orange. I thought maybe it was black. Yep. I could be wrong.
Yep. Okay, I think it's orange. Michelle Obama,
yes,
please.
Michelle Obama,
yes, myself as well. I'd already written her name down. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So we have our second round. Who would you rather have a body switch with for 1 full month?
Oh, baby.
Horatio Sanz, or Sanz? Yes, not the greatest body to switch, versus Tyrannosaurus Pecs.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Tyrannosaurus Pecs for myself.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time as a child pretending to be a T-Rex, and I spent exactly 0 time pretending to be Horatio Sanz. So I'm going to do my childhood self a solid and go with that one.
Plus you want all that practice to pay off, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be a really good T-Rex, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the T-Rex because there's a good chance that I might wind up a chubby middle-aged man already, and, I'll know exactly what that's like. So.
Wait, now, hang on, we forgot about the other part of this deal where they are you for a while.
Yes, exactly.
So are we trusting the T-Rex with your body more than...
The T-Rex is going to try to maul all of my friends, right?
Maybe.
Well, I think recent studies have shown that T-Rexes were actually vegetarians, right? Herbivores?
What?
So,
no, they didn't.
Yeah, I may actually just come back in better shape than ever.
And he might do a bunch of push-ups in my body. Clearly, he's been doing lots.
Sure, you probably have great pecs by the time he's done.
I have tremendous pecs, man. Yeah, that sounds really great.
Yeah, I feel like that's a real once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, I would risk what the T-Rex would do to my body over, and then accept the consequences.
Fair. Agreed. Tyrannosaurus Pecs advances. Same question. 1 month body switch. The Sentient Monopoly top hat versus the actual Wolf of Wall Street.
Now, how would you like to spend a month doing front flips around a Monopoly board?
Hell, that
It
would
does
be
sound
hell.
pretty
It would
good.
be awful. What about that sounds appealing to you,
And I have
Jay?
different priorities. I don't know, man. He seems very unfettered.
Now,
He's
is this
entirely
because-
fettered. He can only go one direction. He does front flips to like he's 100% fettered. There is nothing not fettered about him.
I think this goes deeper.
However, I enjoy a nice front flip.
You think it goes
Exactly.
deeper?
Jay has been attempting front flips for years and years and years, of which there is much video footage, and
Yes,
I don't
that's so
know that
true.
I've actually seen him land one safely. So to be able to just do front flips on a whim, it seems very appealing to him. Am I right?
For a month solid, yes.
I would probably make up for all your failed attempts.
Plus, maybe when I get back into my body, I'll know the secret.
Yeah,
I'll know
that's
the trick
true.
of how to do it.
Yeah, he's probably going to be front flipping all over the place, and your muscle memory might just kick in.
Wasn't there a Zelda game in which you turned into a wolf and stuff?
Yeah.
That was
That
kind
was
of
the
fun.
worst part of that
Wasn't that
game.
one
That was
Twilight
the
Princess?
worst part. I
Yeah.
hated it all. I hated every end of that.
Okay.
You didn't like
So you'd rather be
digging?
the top hat?
No, I didn't like...
Yeah, you got to
I'm
dig.
not saying I wouldn't rather be the wolf than a top hat that does front flips, but I didn't like that part at all. However, being a wolf that has a high price, practice or whatever people have on Wall Street sounds much better than anything else. And I do feel like the consequences of having them in your body would be largely the same for both. They're both got a lot of business acumen. Seems like they would maybe start a small business in town or something.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I also thought of, pun intended, the flip side of my scenario with the top hat. The top hat would always, in my body, be trying to do flips, and if I know my body, I can't do a front flip. So, I feel like I would get back to my body and it would be all broken and bruised and everything. So, I might switch over to the wolf.
Okay. Yeah, there's also the fact that as soon as I said the character, the actual wolf, you both went, ooh! So I think we're kind of leaning in that direction. Actual wolf. Okay. Body switch for 1 month. Frankenstein with an agony boner. Versus Dick Van Dyke, the transsexual sexual offender who lives in a van.
This is the opposite of the last one. This is the opposite.
These are poor
I
choices.
don't want either of these things at all.
I gotta say, nothing sounds worse than that Frankenboner.
What if you come back to your body after
Yeah.
a month and find out that, it's been up to no good?
Yeah, I guess I have to think about the long-term impacts.
Yeah, I do think, like, Frankenstein, from what I remember of the novel, he was just trying to live his life, Like, he...
Oh, yeah, if we're going by the novel one, he was very poised and articulate and intelligent for some reason.
Yeah, no, he was a real great monster. I do feel like I would trust him with my body for a month a lot more. I don't want to be either of the other two, so then it's kind of, you got to go with the long term here.
What if we spun
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's modify.
for this one?
Yeah, would you like to modify here?
I'd love that.
Okay, so I'm going to pick 2 modifiers at random from this bag of modifiers that I have, and we're going to put them onto the characters in question. So, the Frankenstein with an angry boner, or Frankenstein who is angry because of his boner, he is person times 5. So, you, I guess, would embody 5 different Frankensteins at one time. Now, the Dick Van Dyke transsexual has slept with your sibling. So you need to take that into account as well. If you become them, then you essentially maybe have slept with your sibling, or
I feel...
So I would have to inhabit a body that had slept with my brother.
Oh, dear.
yes.
We're also
I
we
think-
haven't clarified about this transsexual, like pre-op, post-op, what gender did they choose, kind of thing. You know, I feel like that comes into play now more than ever.
Yes, I'm sorry, Cameron, but the news is not good. It is a pre-op man turning woman, so all of the equipment is still there.
I think that tipped me toward Frankenboner.
Yep.
You have 5 angry boners, and you have to inhabit the mind of 5 people, which sounds very taxing.
Yeah.
Or empowering, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, just think, if you were playing hockey or basketball, you'd be in perfect sync.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Or even doing like an improv bit.
Yeah.
You know? You'd know what the other person was thinking.
Make all the jokes for
That would be quite a show.
Yeah, really feed off myself.
I'm gonna go with that.
Me too.
Because that sounds interesting and not horribly repugnant and terrifying.
Yeah, that's the thing
true.
that I think as well.
All right. So the final matchup for this round, who would you rather have a body switch for 1 month, is the Spider-Man, the man comprised of 5 spiders, versus Bobble-Head Michelle Obama.
I don't know why this was the first thing that I thought, but the first thing that I thought is I didn't want Michelle Obama to inhabit my body and see the way that I have not spent its first 27 years very well. And also, like, my underwear drawer and the place that I live and all that stuff. I really don't want the First Lady to see all that stuff.
The alternative scenario, your wife is living with 5 spiders, basically, in the body of a human.
Yeah.
And who knows what's going to happen.
I think I instantly went... I really wanted to pick Michelle Obama, but then, I think that the sock drawer or all that stuff kind of took me aback a sec. But I think Michelle Obama is a pretty clear winner here.
Man, what is going on in your sock drawer? I'm so curious right now.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's nothing in there. Whatever. Shut up.
Something's going on.
Are they, like, mismatched or something?
Well, actually, I have 3 sock drawers. True fact. True thing.
2 decoys, huh? I get it.
Yeah.
2 decoys. That's right.
Can I vote for Michelle Obama?
I would also like to vote for Michelle Obama. She will continue onward into the semifinals, where we have the following question. Who would win in Jeopardy after having beaten up a small boy with their opponent and yourself? Tyrannosaurus Pecs versus the actual Wolf of Wall Street.
I feel like neither of those characters would be very kind to a small boy.
No.
And
they would also not have any remorse about that. So having just beaten them up, they would probably perform as well at Jeopardy as they may ever do.
Yeah.
Well, the actual wolf, I think, would be much better at Jeopardy than Tyrannosaurus Pecs, because he's kind of just like a gym rat, right? He just likes to work out all the time, whereas the wolf has improved his mind.
I also stand behind that.
Okay, actual wolf. And on the other side of the board here, we have Frankenstein, whose boner is making him very angry, versus Bobble-Head Michelle Obama. Who would win in Jeopardy?
You would first think the First Lady, like we said, but as we also said, Frankenstein had a pretty great... Well, first of all, he's like 300 years old, right? When did that book come out? So he's had a lot of time to do a lot of reading.
Late 1800s. Yeah, but that's my point, is that... when was the last time you watched Jeopardy? It's a lot of, like, pop culture. It's a lot of... I feel like it's a lot of things that he wouldn't really have a good grasp on.
That's true.
But I think that his being closed up in the house for 300 years, he probably, would be doing a lot more reading and watching of things than I would. He probably is not going out and playing ball and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's been in a house for 300 years. I missed that.
Are you
part.
going to go downtown with a raging, painful stiffy? Are you going to leave the house if you've got a huge boner?
I didn't know that he was that old, for one. I thought that he was just, like, pulled out of the context of, like, the novel, I guess, and brought into present day.
Well, don't villagers attack him if he leaves his house?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like a lot of Jeopardy is knowing when to do the buzzer, and I think with that painful boner, he's just not going to have good control over that. I feel like he's going to be buzzing too much, too often. He's going to get disqualified or something.
Yeah, I'd buy that, I think, yeah.
He's got my vote still. I believe in him. I believe in Frankie.
I'm going to have to go for Bobble-Obama.
All right, Cameron, break that tie.
Yeah, I'm going Obama on this one.
All right, Obama! Then we have our final, the actual Wolf of Wall Street versus Michelle Bobble-Head Obama. And we will run the gauntlet of all questions, beginning with the question we haven't done. Who would win in a fight to the death on a pirate ship?
Now, we kind of decided on this a bit hastily. Are there pirates on this pirate ship, or is it an empty pirate ship at sea?
I had pictured it being an empty pirate ship at some fairly, high swells kind of seas, with sundry sabers and what are the guns? Flintlock guns lying around.
Blasto chaps. No, what are they called? Blunderbluff.
They're called flintlocks.
Not Blunderbluff.
No, they're called
Flintlocks.
Yes.
Blunderbuff.
Well,
yeah, not Blasto bumps. What did I say?
It's not Blasto bumps. You're thinking Davy Crockett.
Pretend I never said anything.
Okay, I'll do that. Did they have Blasto chunks? Okay. I don't think they did.
Yeah, I feel like in any fight that wolf could really just tear a human apart. Also, I don't know how well a Segway would work on, a pivoting surface.
I do,
that.
And poorly. It would do poorly on that surface.
Yeah, especially with that top-heavy Bobble-Head.
Yeah. She's got a whole lot of stuff to contend with outside of. Even if there wasn't a wolf there, she would have her hands full. So I do feel like the wolf.
I think she's comprised of nothing but disadvantages.
So true, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we got to give it to the wolf on this one.
All right, 1 point wolf. We will now go back to our first question. Who would you rather run an organized crime mafia with? The actual wolf versus Michelle Obama. Ooh.
This really is a battle for the ages.
I could modify.
I think I might instantly have to modify on that one.
Because they both have strong advantages.
All right. So, for the Wolf of Wall Street, gender switched. So I guess
it's
it
is female. Well, I guess we never decided if it was female or male. We never said. But yeah. I guess now it's probably female.
Michelle Obama can grow a small plate of fresh fruit out of her belly button.
Okay.
She can do this.
It's always nice to have fresh fruit around, but would you want to eat it?
I feel
Are you kidding me?
People's belly buttons are disgusting, man. Belly buttons are like the grossest place.
Yeah, if they're innies.
Well, is hers?
I would hate to watch this happening, by the way, Like, I would hate to watch her produce a banana from her navel. Like, that just sounds a little grotesque.
Yeah.
Do you not, watch birthing videos? It's very similar. A miracle of life.
God, then yeah, absolutely not that. Anything but that.
Guys, it's fresh fruit. What the frick? Are you kidding me?
I don't even know if I would ever try it.
Yeah, no.
You know me, I'm a bit of a germaphobe.
Yeah, but you chose a banana. Even then, that banana is encased in a skin. The banana, the part that you're eating, is still clean and delicious.
Oh, man, but it'd be all 98.6 degrees and stuff when it came out.
Yeah, it would come out of her hot and stuff.
Yeah.
Who wants to eat hot fruit?
How cold are your bananas?
Room temperature or colder.
Well, guys, you can wash the stuff. Are you kidding me? It's unlimited food whenever you want it. Why is this bad?
Yeah, I don't know the social etiquette surrounding this either. Like, can I just grab some food out of her stomach when I want to? Like, that.
Can I ask her for some?
Ask. Yeah, well, ask her.
Sorry, what did the wolf have again?
He's a female wolf now. Which is terrible.
I don't know if this really sways me a whole lot.
Can we stack modifiers? Can we do it?
Are you kidding me?
I really don't.
I'm a little grossed out by the fresh
As am I,
fruit.
man. I don't know.
It's fresh! Oh my gosh. Fine, let's modify again. Surrounded by goons. Oh my goodness. Your wives, when they give birth, are gonna be so ashamed of you. You won't even eat a fresh baby out of their stomachs. Okay, anyway. Just kidding. So, the Wolf of Wall Street, which became a female, is also riding on Michael Clark Duncan's back. And he is no longer deceased. Is that probably the case?
Let's say yes. I think we wrote that question or that scenario when he was alive, but
Yes.
we'll leave it unaltered for the time being.
Okay. Versus Michelle Obama, who can grow fresh fruit out of her belly button and also has X-ray vision.
Oh, that would be an
X-ray
advantage for
vision!
sure. Yeah, that's pretty unbeatable. Like, hey, what's going on in that room? You know, you could know.
That's true. Yeah, you'd be able to tell when the cops were coming.
Oh,
That's true. Plus, I mean, that fresh fruit, whenever you want, just delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So, we have a 1-1 tie so far. Now, continuing on, who would you rather have a body switch with for a whole month? The Wolf of Wall Street or Michelle Obama Bobble-Head?
I do feel like I wouldn't possess Michelle Bobble-Head. Do we call her that? I don't feel like I would possess her expertise with that segue. I think it would really cause me some pretty serious issues.
I'm going to vote for the wolf for two reasons. One, I'd love to spend a month as a wolf. That sounds like a blasty. Also, I'd like that wolf's knowledge in my brain for a month. So that, by the time I get back, maybe I'm rich.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't want to be married to the president?
I'd like to hang around with the president. I wouldn't want to be married to him.
No, I don't think I'd want to
be on edge, you know?
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of responsibility and stuff there that I would not be able to live up to with the aforementioned mobility issues.
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement with you, gentlemen. Wolf of Wall Street takes this one?
I think so.
Affirmative.
Okay. And finally, who would win in Jeopardy after having beaten up a small boy? Wolf of Wall Street or Michelle Obama?
Ooh. Michelle Obama would be pretty devastated by having just beaten up a small boy. I do feel like that would really affect her performance.
Yeah, she's pretty into kids, you know?
But probably much better at Jeopardy, no?
Yeah, I think she's probably a lot more knowledgeable. I'm not sure what this wolf's background is. Did you say something about Wolf College, or is that computer science? Okay.
I don't know. I just to me it comes down to whether or not she would be able to actually Jeopardy after having beaten up a small boy.
You think she'll lose focus?
Yeah, same here.
I would hope she would lose focus.
I think she'd... Yeah, she'd probably be pretty traumatized.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that might have swayed me to your guys' side.
The wolf might be firing on all cylinders after that. Wolves love
you think he'll be...
Yeah, he would probably really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm sure he loves domination of any kind,
No, absolutely. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, there we have it.
Yeah.
The actual Wolf of Wall Street has won the Tournamental tournament.
Oh!
Congratulations, Wolfie. You did it.
Our very first Tournamental podcast champion, the actual Wolf of Wall Street.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, let's do this again.
Let's do this
Yeah,
again.
I like that.
I'll be there.
I'm on the fence. Just kidding.
Well, then
Let's
you're
do this.
cut. Oh, okay. That was a little hasty of me. I apologize. Sorry.
Let's do this again. We'll see you guys all back here next week. I'm just kidding. There's no time. It's just may be seen by no one.
Yeah, maybe not. Hey, I joined Twitter this week, guys. Guys, I joined Twitter this week.
Oh yeah, me too. I hate my life.
You joined Twitter this week, also, both of you?
Yeah, I joined it this week.
I'm tweeting for Blackjack doing stuff.
Oh.
In fact, the only person I've ever talked to is Cameron.
Yeah, and you're one of the few that I have.
How many followers do y'all have?
I don't know, none. That's why I'm doing this. Follow me. I'm at the Cam Hart.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many I have. Double digits, maybe. You can follow me at Blackjack Pro, or maybe Blackjack Productions. You can follow me at
Okay.
All right. Just move.
My first step is to Google Twitter, and then I'll click on some links, and we'll see how far I get.
Yeah.
Okay, signing off. This has been Tournamental. I love you.
Love you.
Goodbye.